It was a quiet evening in the small town of Umudike, nestled among the rolling hills of eastern Nigeria. The sun dipped low in the sky, casting an orange glow over the landscape, while villagers gathered in clusters, exchanging stories of the day. At the edge of the village, a modest bungalow surrounded by cassava plants and mango trees lived the Nwosu family, a close-knit and happy household. Mathilda Nwosu, the youngest member of the family, was an extraordinary child. At only 10 years old, she carried a wisdom that often startled those around her. Her large, expressive eyes seemed to see beyond the physical world, capturing vision that unsettled even the most skeptical. Mathilda's parents, Chukwuma and Amaka, often brushed her claims, dismissing them as the figment of a child's imagination. But Mathilda knew better. She was a seer, a gift passed down from her late grandmother. Though the villagers whispered about her ability, calling her the gifted child, they never dared to challenge her words. She was both revered and feared, a paradox in a town that thrived on superstitions. One evening, Mathilda sat outside their home, gazing at the horizon. Her father, Chukwuma, had just returned from the family's small trading shop in the marketplace. He was in high spirits, laughing as he tossed Mathilda into the air. "How is my princess doing today?" he asked, setting her down gently. Mathilda hesitated, her cheerful expression replaced with a solemn gaze. "Daddy," she said softly, "something bad is coming." Chukwuma chuckled, ruffling her hair. "There you go again with your visions. Nothing bad is coming, my dear. We are blessed and God is with us." "No, Daddy," she insisted, her voice trembling. "It's Uncle Ifanyi. He is not who you think he is." Chukwuma frowned. His younger brother Ifanyi had recently returned to the village after years of living in the city. Ifanyi was charming, generous, and quick to lend a helping hand, a stark contrast to his troubled past. "Mathilda, that is your uncle. His family," Chukwuma said, his tone firm. "He's changed. Let's not judge people by their past mistakes." Mathilda's lips wavered, but she said no more. She had seen the vision vividly. A serpent coiled around her uncle, its fangs dripping venom. She knew what it meant, but her father's faith in his brother was unshakable. Ifanyi quickly became a fixture in the Nwosu household. He showered Mathilda and her older siblings, Kelechi and Ada, with gifts, fancy shoes, toys, and candies from the city. Amaka was particularly pleased with Ifanyi's presence, grateful for his help around the house. But Mathilda watched him with wary eyes. She noticed the subtle changes in his demeanor when no one else was looking, the fleeting smiles, the cold glint in his eyes. One afternoon, as the family sat down to lunch, Mathilda blurted out, "Uncle Ifanyi is a beast." The room fell silent. "Mathilda," Amaka scolded, "how dare you speak about your uncle like that?" Ifanyi feigned a hot expression. "Ha, little one, what have I done to make you hate me so much?" Mathilda stared at him, her voice unwavering. "You wear a mask, uncle, but I see you." Chukwuma slammed his hand on the table. "Enough, Mathilda. Apologize to your uncle right now." Mathilda's eyes brimmed with tears, but she stood her ground. "I won't," she whispered, leaving the table. Months passed and Ifanyi's true colors began to emerge. He borrowed money from Chukwuma under the pretense of starting a business but squandered it on drinking and gambling. He frequently returned home late at night, reeking of alcohol, his temper flaring over the slightest inconveniences. Mathilda's warning grew more urgent, but her parents dismissed them as childish paranoia. Then came the night that shattered their world. It was a stormy evening, the rain pounding against the roof as lightning illuminated the sky. Mathilda woke up with a start, her heart racing. She had seen it again, the serpent, but this time it was striking. She rushed to her parents' room, her small fist pounding on the door. "Daddy, Mommy, wake up," she cried. Amaka groaned, pulling the covers over her head. "Mathilda, go back to bed, it's just a dream." "No, Uncle Ifanyi is going to hurt us," she insisted, her voice rising in desperation. Chukwuma signed, opening the door. "Mathilda, enough with this nonsense. Your uncle is asleep in the next room." "No, he's not," Mathilda said, her voice hurriedly calm. "He's waiting for you outside." Chukwuma's patience snapped. He grabbed a flashlight and stormed outside, muttering under his breath. Amaka followed, scolding Mathilda as she trailed behind. But what they saw froze them in their tracks. Ifanyi stood by the family's generator, a container of petrol in one hand and a lighter in the other. His eyes burned with a madness that Chukwuma had never seen before. "Ifanyi, what are you doing?" Chukwuma demanded. Ifanyi sneered, his voice dripping with venom. "What I should have done a long time ago, brother. You always had a life I wanted, the family, the business, the respect, but tonight I will take it all away." Chukwuma lunged at him, but Ifanyi was quicker. He threw the petrol, the liquid splashing across the generator and onto Chukwuma's clothes. Mathilda screamed as Amaka pulled her back. With a flick of his wrist, Ifanyi lit the lighter and tossed it. Flames erupted, engulfing the generator and spreading rapidly. The family scrambled to escape, choking on the thick black smoke. The fire destroyed their home and livelihood. Ifanyi fled into the night, leaving behind nothing but cows. The Nwosu family was forced to move into a cramped room in a neighbor's house, their spirits broken. Chukwuma, once a proud and hard-working man, sank into a deep depression. Amaka took up menial jobs to keep the family afloat, while Kelechi and Ada dropped out of school to work. Through it all, Mathilda remained silent, her guilt weighing heavily on her. She had warned them, but they hadn't listened. One day, as she sat by the roadside staring at the charred remains of their home, an elderly woman approached her. It was Mama Ebere, the village herbalist and a close friend of Mathilda's late grandmother. "You carry a heavy burden, child," Mama Ebere said, her voice gentle. Mathilda nodded, tears streaming down her face. "I saw it coming, but no one believed me." Mama Ebere placed a wrinkled hand on her shoulder. "Your gift is a blessing, Mathilda, but it comes with great responsibility. You cannot force people to listen, you can only show them the truth." Fueled by Mama Ebere's words, Mathilda resolved to set things right. She began visiting the shrine of Allah, the earth goddess, seeking guidance. For weeks she prayed and fasted, her small frame growing frail but her determination unwavering. One night, as she knelt before the shrine, she felt a presence surround her. A soft voice filled in her mind, echoing with ancient wisdom. "Your uncle is consumed by darkness, but his heart is not beyond redemption," the voice said. "Confront him and the truth will set your family free." Mathilda knew what she had to do. Ifanyi was hidden in a neighboring village, living off stolen goods and the kindness of unexpected strangers. Mathilda, accompanied by Mama Ebere and her father, tracked him down. They found him in a dilapidated hut, his once handsome face gaunt and haunted. He looks up as they entered, his eyes widening in disbelief. "Mathilda," he croaked. The young girl stepped forward, her voice steady. "Uncle, you've caused us so much pain, but it's not too late to change." Ifanyi laughed bitterly. "Change? Look at me, Mathilda. I'm a beast, just like you said." "No," she said firmly. "You became a beast, but you can choose to be a man again." Chukwuma stepped forward, tears streaming down his face. "Ifanyi, I loved you like a brother. I still do. Come home and let's start over." For the first time, Ifanyi hardened expression cracked. He fell to his knees, sobbing. "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I didn't mean for it to go this far." It took months, but the Nwosu family began to rebuild their lives. Ifanyi turned himself into the authorities and served time for his crimes. Upon his release, he returned to Umudike, a changed man. Mathilda's village became a guiding force for the family. Her gift no longer dismissed, but embraced. Together they worked to restore what was lost, stronger and more united than ever. And though the scars of the past remained, they served as a reminder of the power for forgiveness and the resilience of the human spirit. In the end, the seer had seen not just the darkness, but also the light that lay beyond it.